And now I'm going to turn the presentation back over to Carl. But I have to tell you about Carl. Let me tell you about Carl. He likes to call himself the Chief Leadership and Encouragement Officer. He focuses on people's success everywhere he goes. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. He has a curriculum vitae, you know, one of those CDs that are pages long. I've seen it, and it took me a while to read it. But this is the topmost accomplishments that he has under his belt, and he makes a very, very valuable associate and friend. So he has 21 years in education as a university administrator and teacher, and he has 20 years of high school and collegiate cross-country and track coach experience, producing 5 All-Americans and 4 state champions. So he is a maker of champions. He also is a champion in his own right. He has taken the international gold and bronze medalist at 800 meters track and field competition, and he has also earned the U.S. Masters silver medalist position in the 800 and 1500 meter, and he's also a former American record holder. He's a former publisher of American Builder magazine, and he has been the Chief Development Officer with multiple corporations in various industries, including transportation and logistics, alternative building systems, and waste management systems. So he has been delving into the environmental aspects of corporations' behaviors and activities. He has helped them streamline their operations and has helped them increase their bottom lines. If that isn't enough, he is also a very distinguished U.S. ATF Level 1 certified track coach, and that puts him way above the average coach, you know. So he has very distinctive certifications in that area. He also went to the University of Paris and earned his BS in education, and he got his certificat de langue. I don't know how to pronounce that in French, but it's so much fun to say. He also has a master's degree in education. So with that much experience, I think it warrants listening to this next part of the presentation. Carl knows what he's talking about. So here we are. I give it back to you, Carl Tichenor. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther. And I hope folks listening understand how important it is to learn and know about the science behind this incredible product that we have produced. As we've mentioned, we're in the process of identifying individuals in various regions of the country to take on a first mover advantage position to assist us in the marketing and promotion of these APL nutraceutical drops in our combined efforts to establish a strong, sustainable organization of like-minded associates and equally strong customer base similar to the successful enterprises operating in 60 countries worldwide. And I'm going to give you a little more detail on that. So if you choose to learn and become a part of this extraordinary undertaking, a percentage of the U.S. purchases will be attributed to your efforts, and you will reap commissions reflecting the volume resulting from how you contribute to our launch and beyond. So in this regard, as you look at the first slide, I'm going to explain as clearly as I can for your benefit how your involvement works and what you can expect in return in both the short and long terms. For the sake of time, and to kind of keep it simple at this point, I'm only just going to describe some of the initial steps in how you can be compensated that demonstrates the earnings potential for anyone choosing to take the lead in introducing these extraordinary nutraceutical drops to the market you live in. So here's the state of the nutraceutical industry right now in the United States. As you know, and Esther had expressed to you, what is a nutraceutical? It's a food product that contains a health-giving additive. And right now, 60% of the people under the age of 40 are interested in the nutraceutical industry's products as a way to increase their protein intake levels. And the heart sector alone of this industry is projected to achieve $15 billion in revenues this year alone in 2018. And you can see the sources for this information are provided there for you in parentheses. You can look this information up yourself online. And 74% of Americans in this country stated that the term natural to them equates to healthier, food choice. And that means the ingredients within the nutraceutical industry, especially in our products, are expected to reach more than $30 billion in sales in the next 2 years. Between 2012 and 2014, the number of adults who consume nutraceutical products rose from 72% to 78%. And at the same time, adults who were taking a vitamin or mineral supplement declined from 72% to 64%. And I think Esther might have brought up some of the reasons why this is a reality. Last year, the U.S. market held a 39% share of revenues generated by the nutraceutical industry, and I'll show you a chart of that in a minute, making it clear that we're the leader in global sales in this particular market. The phytonutrients market for the nutraceutical industry is expected to grow at an annualized rate of 7.2% for its next 5-year forecast period. And this would have it reach a total value of $4.5 billion. So, interesting statistics here. With the introduction of nutraceuticals to the general population in India, undernourishment rates reduced from 17% 10 years ago to 15% 2 years ago. That's a dramatic decrease, especially when you understand the size of the population in India. 47% of the population in Japan participates in this industry on a regular basis. And in the developing world, the mortality rate reaches nearly 40% in some nations because of nutrition-related issues. That's why I'm so glad that Esther had her piece of the program, because she speaks to these realities today, and we need to effect change. And it shows that the nutraceutical industry is not only important, it demonstrates an enormous level of potential growth awaiting it. And that's why we're presenting this program to you now. And 3 years ago, the U.S. healthcare spending reached $13 trillion. What does that mean to people like you and me? It impacts our budgets in a negative way. These families will search for affordable alternatives that keep them out of the doctor's office. And one of the best answers they'll find are the functional products offered by companies like APL. And finally, the shifting consumer preference toward personalized nutrition products, such as nutraceuticals, remains the major growth driver to the global nutraceuticals market. And I want to mention at this point is that as I get into this, we use a direct selling education model teaching people about new products that will improve their lives. And so either products they didn't even know existed or ones they didn't now know had become affordable. And this is what we call intellectual distribution. So the direct selling model that I'm going to present to you today is almost wholly intellectual distribution, given the massive use and acceptance of online business with all its automation. So direct sellers are typically out of the loop of the physical distribution and delivery of a product, and they serve wholly as an educational function. So with that, in getting you further chart information about where we stand worldwide in the nutraceuticals market, look at the gain in just 6 years projected 2019. Extraordinary. And in the U.S., we lead. We lead the use and the educational intellectual distribution of what these products are really doing, as again, many people don't even know they exist. The United States is leading in this market. So, we've told you a little bit about who we are. So, why would you consider partnering with us, becoming an associate with us, or even just using our products? Well, in my view, if you want to consider maybe augmenting your income in a manner that supplants what you're currently making now, this part of the presentation is going to talk to you about compensation. And before I do that, I've chosen 6 elements you should be looking for when selecting a business opportunity in which to invest. And the first one is, how stable is the company? We launched, as you can see, in November of 2011. We're now just completed 7 years of operation with now 300,000 associates in over 60 countries. And just in the first year alone, this company generated $20 million in sales. And in just 4 years, they multiplied that over 600% with $120 million in sales. And in 2016, just 2 years ago, we opened our first production facility to guarantee the highest in quality control. We've already talked to you about the revolutionary technology behind it. And as I'll repeat this because it's extremely important, all of our formulations maintain an organic, kosher, and halal quality without chemicals, stimulants, and non-GMO. And these are the certificates that prove the organization standing behind our product has basically put their stamp of approval on what it is that we're doing. With the declarations of conformity, the certifications, and the certificate of conformity. In fact, we are registered in the United States by the Federal Drug Administration as an herbal, botanical, a nutraceutical, a non-chocolate candy, and a dietary supplement. This is the company, the stable company behind what we're doing in the United States. The United States is ready for us. What's the second thing you should look at? The innovative products. These drops work fast, they're easy to use, they're quite delicious, and you'd expect that as we're, pulling the ingredients from herbs, berries, fruits, and superfoods. They're going to taste delicious. They're made with the technologies we talked about, and we only use safe ingredients. This is just one example of one of our 14 formulations, and these are the things it does because of the phytonutrients that are involved in these drops. This particular product called GRW strengthens the immune system. It's an anti-aging product. It helps maintain visual and thinking clarity. It boosts vitality, and it improves digestion and assimilation of protein and normalizes the microflora of the gastrointestinal tract. And these are some of the things that I'm sure Esther addressed with you. But again, this is just one of 14 formulations to address various body systems in a natural way to help with whatever particular health ailments need to be improved. What's the third thing? Who leads this company? Well, we've got a photograph of them, but they have a vast array of experience in various industries that have brought them to this point where they've recognized the importance of delivering a product like this to citizens around the world. They value teamwork, integrity and professionalism, creativity, innovation, and they've carefully planned their work. And just as a testimony to that, it really took them 7 years to make sure they laid the groundwork in every respect before they brought the launch to the United States. They're that wise. They understand cultures are different. There's different ways of doing business. Well, now we're ready to launch, and the rest of this program is going to give you an idea of those who take the first mover advantage with us in this beta stage launch. You're going to be rewarded very well. We also give a percentage of the revenues generated by APL worldwide to a charitable foundation for children. And what's great about this, it's going to assist in the acquisition of medical treatments for children with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities, and it also provides financial support to the clinics in which these precious children are treated. So, what's the fourth thing you should look at? Well, we've kind of already addressed it. Momentum and timing. As you could see by the nutraceutical industry marketplace and the growth potential in billions of dollars, there's no question the time is now. So, with everything that we've already addressed, the technology's in place, the leadership team is in place, the company has a track record that has secured certifications about the viability of its product. The momentum has been building. Now we're launching in the U.S. The timing couldn't be more perfect. And the support. Okay, so what of the notion that you might be one of the first individuals to join us in our effort? We guarantee that we will train you and we will help you to duplicate through our mentorship what we are doing to spread this new product through intellectual distribution across the United States. We have marketing materials, a variety of training opportunities, online automatic ordering systems, and most important, new products that we'll be coming out with the technology behind them. The support is there. So how are you compensated? That's another thing you should look at when you choose a company to work with when you're looking to add to your income situation. How fair is the distribution of money, compensation? How many pennies out of each dollar get paid back to the associates each month? And how fair is the distribution of these pennies to those who've been involved previously and the ones that we bring in? Well, it's all equal. And here's how this works. You begin your business relationship with us in APL by choosing one of 5 investment positions. Only 4 are shown here, but I will explain what the 5th is. As you can see on the slide, your initial investment of either $200, $4, $6, $18, and it goes up to $3,000 establishes you as an APL associate and brings to your doorstep the choice of drops you want to use for yourself, your household, and those you know that can benefit from them. So basically, you're generating a product inventory. Now, in payment method 1, when you duplicate this with someone else, where we teach you how you can build an organization with more associates joining your effort as you join ours. When someone duplicates, and we're using the example of $600 because it's right in the middle, another individual duplicates that, you will generate a commission of $105. And you'll note there that euros are indicated there. So we're shifting that to the dollar sign as we move into the United States, but the conversion rate of dollar to euros or euro to dollar is 1.14%, so $1.14, something like that. So for all intents and purposes, let's use the euro sign as a dollar sign. So as you duplicate it, your first duplication, someone comes in, does exactly what you did at $600, your commission is $105. I'm going to skip to the 3rd payment method, and this is where it begins to get a little bit more exciting. So your enrollment status at $600, you now are beginning to develop an organization of like-minded associates and customers, and using the example listed there on the chart, your volume, your group volume, combining yourself and those you bring into the business, and this could be in your first week, it could be your first month, is $240. Well, based on that volume, in addition to the original commission you saw of $105 in the first slide, you're going to get another $60 based on the overall volume of your group. And in this case, it's at 25%. Now, obviously, if you look at the lesser investment beginnings, like at 200 or 400, or the higher ones at 18 and 3,000, those numbers increase quite a bit. But here's where it gets kind of serious. So there are titles listed there on the left-hand side, and that's something that you can become familiar with as you get involved with what we're doing. But the most important thing about this chart is that as you build an organization of like-minded people, you begin to benefit from your efforts through various levels deep in your organization. This is a direct sales model. And through levels 1, 2, 3, and 4, goes all the way down to level 7, you're going to be generating a personal bonus through group activity of those percentages as you build your organization. So if you look at, say, the fourth line down, 5,000 personal volume, and you yourself are consuming the products yourself at $80, you're going to generate 20% of the volume on the first associate you've helped bring into this business and educate about it. You'll generate another 10% on the second individual, second associate, 5% on the third, and 4%, 5% on the fourth. And I'm going to drop down to another chart to show you the significance of what can be built up over time if we stick with the levels. So, assuming a growth period over a period of months, if not a year or two, for those percentages that you saw in the previous chart, in level one, let's say the first associate that you bring into the business that we help you educate and teach and mentor through the process, you're generating $15,000 just on that individual's level. Well, your commission for that is going to be $3,000. And as your levels go down, the new people that you bring into the business, level 2, 3, 4, all the way to level 7, just looking at that first line, you're generating $162,000. And what's the time period associated with that? Believe it or not, it could be a month, it could be 6 months, it could be a couple of years. But when you understand how important this product is to this market, and now that you understand the science behind what we're doing, you can understand with our help and our support that these are achievable. And I'm going to show you on the next slide. Look at the second line, right there on the first entry there, nearly 100 partners or associates in this company in the last 7 years earn at least $10,000 a month. This is during the first 6 years. And you can look across this. 250,000 partners is now 300,000 in 60 countries around the world. That's the difference 1 year makes. And APL spends $70 million worth of company goods on promotions and promotional events to help support you, to help promote your business. And if you look at the far right, first line, more than 4,000 associates are earning $1,500 a month. So the question you need to ask is this a viable opportunity for me with a minimal investment for long-term gain with the kinds of financial numbers we've described to you? For me and for Esther, it is. And again, we're looking for like-minded people who are willing to learn, to understand this, to learn the educational model that we're developing so that we can teach people who drastically need these products in their lives. And again, what's the real cost of living? Again, these are research-based. Washington Post recently said a couple of months ago that our hourly wages dropped between July 2017 and July of this year with a paltry wage gain of 2.7%. It completely wiped out by higher inflation. Consumer prices rose almost 3%. The price of gas increased 24%. And then rent, almost 4%. We're spending more at restaurants. And 4 in 10 American consumers are struggling to pay for basic needs. Of adults between the ages of 18 and 64, almost 40% said they had trouble with at least one of the 4 basic necessities: housing, utilities, food, or health care. And those in trouble include a third of families with at least one working adult. And that comes from CBS News, August of this year. And the Great Recession has had a lasting impact on the millennial savings. The Great Recession of 6-7 years ago, the net worth of an average family headed by a person born in the 1980s was 34% below levels expected, according to a new Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis report. Worker productivity rose 65%. in that 15-year period, but 80% of the workers had hourly wage increases of just 8%, according to a new study by the Oxford Review of Economic Policy. And 70% of workers' wages were either flat or fell from 2000 to 2013. This is interesting. Personal loans, as measured by outstanding balances, soared 18% to a record $120 billion just in the first quarter of this year. And financial tech firms made only 1% of personal loans in 2010. Now they make 36%. That's how desperate so many citizens in this country are to just make ends meet. And the last statistic there, under the real cost of living, and it's probably, you already know this, but it's confirmed through this data and through these reports. Old medical bills plague many Americans, harming their credit scores, holding them hostage to collection agencies, writes journalist Beth Pinkster. Medical-related debt makes up over half of all collection items listed on credit reports, according to the National Consumer Law Center. You already know where you fit in this picture. What we're doing is offering an opportunity to help push some of these struggles aside and start making gains in your personal and financial life. So in conclusion, a couple of questions. Are we a good fit for you? Well, if you're looking for a turnkey business opportunity to expand your income profile, you should give this a very hard look, because we've explained what these products do, and if it's taking the industry by storm in over 60 countries in just 7 short years, can you imagine what the potential is in the United States? If you're a health advisor, a health practitioner who'd like to add an unsurpassed, highly effective supplement strongly backed by abundant scientific evidence to the services you offer your clientele, that's guaranteed to boost your credibility and reputation even further, consider us. And if you're a serious health enthusiast or nutrition or fitness professional searching for the perfect opportunity while helping others authentically and dramatically improve their health while increasing your net worth weekly, monthly, annually, give us a look, because we'll look at each other together. Or you may be suffering from degenerative health and pain, and you want to wish it away, get it out of your misery, and you're looking for a safe, healthy course of action in your own health management, but you don't know where to start. This could be an ideal place. And if you're desiring to improve your own and your family's health while looking for a great business opportunity at the same time with sound mentorship to ensure your family's financial future, and while building your knowledge about how to live a healthier lifestyle and avoid the common diseases rampant in our population today, this will help you understand whether or not we're a good fit together. If it feels right for you, if you fit any of the descriptions that we just described, and you want to learn more about how to become one of our dynamic, personal, and purposeful team of business executives, business associates with a passion for health and a mission to improve the health of our fellow citizens, we would like to meet you. Our associate enrollment and orientation process is thorough and efficient. We're no-nonsense men and women who invite those with a sincere desire to help people learn how to more effectively manage their health, which invariably opens the gateway toward elevated, healthier lives and inevitably leads to surprisingly new perspectives and new possibilities. Boy, Esther and I could talk forever on that, and I hope you get a chance to meet us. We'd be glad to do that. Our team is scientifically, holistic-minded. We, through our own sheer whole health vibrancy, elevate and inspire, which is the natural result of authentic health that we teach to others. And If this feels right for you, benefit from our years of experience and success and become one of our APL associates. If you're serious about both your health and building a substantial income stream that other APL associates are watching to steadily grow due to the unprecedented and unique patented new technology that sets APL products apart in the nutraceutical supplements industry that is booming at this time and helping to improve one's health. And we combine professionalism, efficiency, effectiveness in our selection of associates, educating and expansion efforts, and most of all, we have the sincere desire to make a real difference in the health of our ailing citizenry while securing our sound personal financial profile as associates in a financially sound company with high standards, integrity, and caring. So here's how to enroll. We're going to, at the end of this program, provide you a link that walks you through the process to begin a relationship with us. You can invest, as we said, with any level of investment at $200, $400, $600, $1,800, or $3,000, where you then can create an inventory of product for you, for your family's use, and for those that you have friends and associates that you would like to introduce this product to. And then subsequently, once you get on board and you achieve an ID number, you're able to place subsequent orders at a generously discounted price whenever you order thereafter. And this is going to trigger a notice to us to place you in the organization so you can begin to receive all the commissions and bonuses for which you qualify. And even though I only took you through several slides, there are 15 different ways as you build and educate people, consumers, friends, family about this product that you can get paid. You're going to be taken into a series of instructions and orientations about your back office through the usaplgo.com. We have educational tools, recruiting and learning process that'll help you continue to learn and build your organization with marketing techniques, income building strategies, so you can in turn recruit and teach others you would want to add to your organization to rapidly multiply your commissions and your bonuses as a result of the volume you create. And the dual steps of helping others improve their health while building your residual income is the key to successful and steady APL income stream. You have an option of working directly with us as part of our team, or you can become an associate as a separate business of your own. I love this last quote by Warren Buffett. Direct selling companies like ours, they're the best investment I've ever made because I own it. And by the way, he owns 3 of them. Thank you for joining us. And we hope that we can hear from you. If you have any questions, we will provide that information for you to contact us. But we're grateful for you to have taken the time, and we respect your time for going through this program. Good day, and thank you.
Thanks, Carl. That was a great informative part of your presentation. We've given you enough information so that you can make an informed decision about whether you would like to join us in our great cause to improve the health of the population and to build financial wealth, to be able to make the choices that we want to make in our lives, and to help others do the same thing. We're on a mission, and we hope that we've convinced you to join us in our mission. So what you can do next is to click on either link below this video, and be sure to like and share and subscribe as well. So, and when you click on the link, either link, it will take you to a site where you can sign up and enroll yourself as either a preferred customer or an associate. So that's all you have to do. And once you do that, then we will contact you right away, and we'll take you through the next steps. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther. And again, knowledge is the key to building a successful APL business, and we hope you'll join us all across the United States. We're looking for you. Thank you.